This short video is going to show you how to learn more about a journal or periodical. We're going to start off at the library homepage, and for our first example, we're going to use the American Chemical Society journal Biochemistry. So in the library catalog search box, we're going to click on the Journals tab. This will limit us and show us what we have in the journal Biochemistry. I'm going to type in the title of the journal, Biochemistry. And here I see, because it's not a particularly unique name for a journal, two different journals. And we want this one because this one's published by the American Chemical Society. So I'm going to click here and click on Access Journal under the Find a Copy Online. And here I'm taken to what is a homepage in the ACS Publications website for the journal Biochemistry. The first place that I'm going to show you is under About the Journal, the About the Journal link. And this will give you not only the journal scope, but also the manuscript types. So this tells you that this journal publishes outstanding research in all areas of biological chemistry. It goes on to give a little bit more information. And the types of articles that are published are articles, accelerated publications, new concepts, current topics, rapid reports. The second place, so that gives you a little bit of information about the nature of the journal. The second thing we're going to do is come over to Submission and Review. Under the author guidelines, this can sometimes hold a wealth of information for you to learn a little bit more about the journal. So here we see the objectives of the journal. So here their aim is to publish original research that contributes significantly to the understanding of the mechanism of biological phenomena in terms of molecular structure and or function, and so forth. Again, they reiterate the type of articles that they accept. And they also indicate that there's a peer review process in effect for this journal. So this would be a peer-reviewed journal. So that's the second place that you can go look for information. So you can either look under About the Journal, and then under Submission and Review, Author Guidelines. And then the third place that you can look to get a better understanding of what a journal is to browse the journal. So I'm going to come under Browse Journal, List of Issues. So here I can see, and I'm going to expand out 2015 since that year is completed, that there were 51 issues. So this is published pretty frequently. You can see every week it's published. And that's quite a bit for journals. Sometimes journals will only be published once a quarter. We can also see the page number ranges. So here they're just over 100 pages in an issue. If we clicked on this particular issue, we can see some of the titles of the articles. We can see the page length. So these are short, brief 3-page. Here's a little bit longer, actually another 3-pager. This one's a 10-page article. So some of them are pretty brief. Okay, so that's looking at the journal Biochemistry. The second journal we're going to look at is the journal Chemical Reviews. So again, we're going to come back to the library homepage, click on the Journals tab, and find Chemical Reviews. I'm going to click on Access Journal. Because it is also an ACS publication, I'm familiar with this, so I know I can go About the Journal to About the Journal hyperlink, see the journal scope, so it's the most highly regarded, highest ranked journal covering the general topic of chemistry. So this is a lot more broad of a journal scope than the prior one we'd seen with biochemistry. And the mission is to provide comprehensive, authoritative, critical, and readable reviews of important research in a variety of different aspects of chemistry. Okay. If I come over to Submission Review, Author Guidelines, I can get a little bit more information. So here they're saying that the presentation should not be elementary. It should be addressed to readers who are competent in fundamentals, but need not have extensive knowledge on the topic. Okay, let's take a look at the length of some of these articles. So we're going to go to Browse Journal, List of Issues. I can see in 2015, there were 24 issues published, so that's 2 per month, much fewer than biochemistry. And I can also see that these are pretty lengthy articles. I'm just going to click on this December 23rd issue. And here I'm seeing an article that's 41 pages, 71 pages. Here's one that's 142 pages, 53 pages, and so forth. So these are much longer than the articles that we saw in biochemistry. You can also look and see that occasionally, let me go back to here, sometimes the issues are thematic. So here they have a issue that's dedicated to solar energy conversion. Okay, so that's looking at first biochemistry, biological or chemical reviews, and now we're going to look for, because it's a little bit different, we're going to look for chemical and engineering news. So journals. And I'm going to use this one even though it's in your assignment, because what I want to do is be able to show you where to locate some of the About feature. So I'm going to click on Access Full Text. And the most recent articles are actually found here. There's some back issues found in the ACS platform, but the Chemical and Engineering News is its own little website. So I don't see the About section here. I have to scroll down to About, down at the very bottom, like you do with most websites. So here we see that Chemical and Engineering News is a weekly magazine published by the American Chemical Society. And if I look at some of the articles, so we're going to take a look at the article. Here's the most recent issue. So Transforming Agriculture. One of the differences that we might see is citations or the affiliation of the author. So here, let's take a look at the author. So she's a business editor. So she is a reporter and not actually a researcher at a university. But this is her information. So pretty brief. It's like any magazine article that you might read. So a little bit different of a audience and different author. Okay, so that's how you're going to find information about the Chemical and Engineering News to be able to complete that aspect of your assignment. So if you have any questions, I just wanted to point you towards that general guidance. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to come into the library and or email me.